Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Fog and drizzle around right now, but we are tracking some afternoon showers working in on 4 Live radar.
A man and his brother ambushed in the backyard of their home after returning from running errands. What we know about the deadly attack. And 17 people dead after another mass shooting at a high school. Investigators say the gunman was a former student. And just moments ago, President Trump addressed the nation for the first time since the shooting. Take a listen.
We are all joined together as one American family, and your suffering is our burden also. No child, no teacher should ever be in danger in an American school. No parent should ever have to fear for their sons and daughters when they kiss them goodbye in the morning.
President Trump also says that he will be visiting Parkland, Florida to help coordinate the federal response to the shooting. His address comes as we are learning more about the accused shooter, former student Nikolas Cruz. Chris Pallone is in Parkland, Florida, as a grieving community asks why this happened.
Today, more details are emerging about this country's latest mass shooting inside a school. The school superintendent here in Broward County says that the accused gunman took an Uber to the school before the attack took place. That 19-year-old is now charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. Investigators are still trying to figure out a motive for the attack.
After I heard those 2 gunshots, then we started running, and then he came for our classroom. So he came after he shot those other 2 people.
Samantha Grady, a junior at the high school, describes the moments police say 19-year-old Nikolas Cruz opened fire into her classroom as she and her classmates hid.
The door was locked, thankfully, but he shot quite a few bullets into the glass, and it hit a few people behind me, and yeah, it was intense.
Responding SWAT teams discovered students barricaded in classrooms where they waited to be led to safety by law enforcement. Cruz, who police say was the lone gunman, was taken into custody about a mile from the school.
The suspect's been charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder, and law enforcement will do everything we can, the FBI, ourselves, to make sure that this person is convicted of all charges and that justice is served.
Today, President Trump addressed the nation.
Our entire nation, with one heavy heart, is praying for the victims and their families.
Now, another American community turns inward, looking to each other for support in the wake of the nation's latest mass shooting, as investigators work to understand why. The community is rallying around the families of those who were killed and injured in yesterday's attack. There will be at least 2 vigils here today, one taking place at 2:35 Eastern Time, marking 24 hours since the attack began. In Parkland, Florida, Chris Pallone. Now back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you. Certainly an ordeal that will impact those kids in that community for the rest of their lives. The suspect is expected to face a judge at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've also learned that one of the teachers at that school who helped to get students to safety is actually a Metro Detroit native. Ernie Respirski is his name. He originally thought that it was just another drill at the school before he heard gunfire. His wife also teaches at the school and is also from our area, and she posted this on Facebook. She says that they're both safe, but we have lost friends and students and will be forever changed due to what has happened. Thank you again for your messages and prayers. We will need them as we try to carry on. Also developing this noon here at home, a man and his brother are ambushed at their home on Detroit's west side and shot and killed. Now, this happened early this morning on Ashton Street. This is near the Southfield Freeway in the Rosedale Park neighborhood. Our Sean Lay joins us now from there. And Sean, talk us through how this attack happened.
The Southfield Freeway, Rhonda, right behind me. This is Eaton and Ashton, the house in question right behind me, this really well taken care of brown house. Really chilling because the entire family that lives there were unloading groceries from a van right on the side of the house when these 2 masked gunmen came running up. Both had guns and both started firing.
The guys were like right there in the street. and I fired 2 shots from up there into the street at them. After I did that, they took off.
It happened at this home on Ashton at Eaton, the first house west of the Southfield Freeway. An entire family lives here. The Orblich family, 3 adult brothers, a sister, all living with their mother, along with this family friend named Thomas Anderson. The family returning from the grocery store around 11 last night when they were ambushed by 2 masked gunmen. They forced the family back inside their home. Anderson says he came running up from the basement. The gunman ran outside. He says shots were then fired, killing Michael Teague Orblich and his brother William Troy Orblich. Anderson says he fired back a few times, but it was too late.
The first thing I seen was Troy laying right here. And then when I heard more shots, then I fired back at him, which then they took off running.
Again, those gunmen taking off running. Detroit police catching up with one person they think may be related to this crime. That person undergoing questioning at this hour. Still no arrests. What we know, Rhonda, about these 2 brothers, one worked at Walmart, the other at a local library. They do not think this was targeted. They think this was absolutely random. Much more coming up later on Local 4 News. Now from the west side, Sean Lay, Local 4. Rhonda, back to you.
Well, that is very scary for anybody that lives in that Rosedale Park
That's
neighborhood. Right. All right, Sean, thank you. The man charged with the murder of the Detroit Police Sergeant Kenneth Stile is in court awaiting sentencing. 21-year-old Marquise Cromer shot and killed 46-year-old Stile in September of 2016. He pleaded no contest to second-degree murder, assault with intent to murder, and felony firearms violations. He faces 38 to 75 years in prison on the murder charge and an additional 20 to 30 years for carjacking. We're going to switch gears here and talk about this mild weather around here. Yesterday we had the sunshine to enjoy it. Today, rain?
Yeah, either way, we're melting things. The February melt thaw is on with 40s, and look at this view. We just showed you when Rhonda was speaking the Mount Clemens camera. This is downtown. This is Windsor, actually, looking toward downtown. Still have 40s everywhere, but thick fog in spots. Visibility 0 at Metro Airport, 0 in Ann Arbor. We have 0 visibility over in Adrian. Pontiac, visibility's okay, and that's one of the warm spots at 46 in Oakland County. You see the wet weather moving in. A lot of this is going to hug right along the Michigan-Ohio border, and some of our south zone downriver over the next couple of hours. We'll see this rain move in, and then it should open up a little bit through the mid and late afternoon, becoming a little bit more widespread. But the farther north you are, sorry about that, that's from yesterday, serious business here. We have mid 40s and through the afternoon rain that will likely slow down a lot of the commutes. We're going to get rid of that and try to get rid of the rain coming up.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Brandon. A warning for drivers from MDOT. The east and westbound ramps to M59 will be closed for most of the day while workers clean up from that semi crash that happened yesterday. The right lane of northbound I-75 will also be closed for the cleanup. Wednesday, a gravel hauler carrying waste rolled over on the highway, spilling that waste and creating a huge mess. MDOT says that the lanes and ramps could be reopened by rush hour this evening. Local 4 News at noon is just getting started. Still ahead, McDonald's announces a big change to its Happy Meal menu, what it's doing to make children's meals healthier. Also, she is 78 years old, but that did not stop her from fighting back when someone tried to steal her purse while she was out shopping. And mass thieves armed with AK-47 storm into a business filled with customers. Next at noon, new video captures the moments they open fire. Welcome back, everybody. In Fort Worth, Texas, the search is on for this group of armed suspects who stormed into a game room and started opening fire, injuring one person. Could have been worse. Take a look at your screen. The Fort Worth Police Department released the security video of the incident, and it shows 5 masked armed men, most carrying handguns and one carrying a long rifle, walking into that gaming hall and opening fire. An 18-year-old woman was shot in the leg. She was later transported to the hospital in serious condition. One of the suspects also stole wallets and cash from all the gamers. A 78-year-old woman encounters a shoplifter, but he doesn't get off that easily. Miss Jeanette from West Philly was putting her groceries away when a guy grabbed her purse. Inside that purse, $100, her checkbook, her credit cards, and a special surprise for the children at her church. Knowing this, her instincts took over.
I sort of lunged at him. I jumped. I know it was ridiculous, or a bad move in hindsight.
Instincts kicked in, and that's not all. She even jumped on the hood of the attacker's car. Even though she's able to chuckle about being robbed, she knows it could have been worse. Thankfully, she's okay and able to laugh about it. So fast foodies, listen up. Get ready to say goodbye to McDonald's Cheeseburger Happy Meal. McDonald's says that it will, quote, offer more balanced meals, simplifying ingredients, and continue to be transparent with Happy Meal nutrition information. As part of its plan, cheeseburgers will only be available if requested by the customer, and the small size French fries will be replaced with kid-size fries in the 6-piece Chicken McNugget meal, so smaller portions. Bottled water will be added as a featured beverage of choice, with a reformulated chocolate milk with reduced sugar also available by request.
New at noon.
Scammers are always looking for new ways to get your money. Coming up, the troubling trend that centers around gift cards from a well-known online retailer and how criminals use your trust in that company to steal your money. Brandon?
We're looking at, or trying to look at, the city here from the Penobscot camera. Same deal. We have thick fog you can cut through with a knife. We'll talk about visibility, rain, and then cooler numbers coming your way.
Olympic athletes face intense pressure and need a way to escape it every once in a while.
So what is it about the companionship of dogs is such an important part of your lives?
Olympic gold medalist Meryl Davis shows us who helps our local Olympians de-stress. Tonight, starting at 5.
Save that. Put a stop.
Welcome back, everybody. Time to talk about our weather. So yesterday I had my coat on, I'm in the car, the heat's blasting, and I realized I am hot.
Where am
I had opened up the sunroof, it was sunny.
There you go. And today it's equally as warm, but not as pretty.
We don't have the sunshine.
In fact, if you're hungry, it's lunchtime. I've got a great idea. Green split pea soup. There it is, right on your screen. I know it's not green, but it is soupy out there. The farther north you go, the less fog we're getting, and these low clouds are going to fill in with more moisture, the better chances for rain throughout the afternoon. Once you go north of 696 or about 10-11 mile, the odds of rain become a little bit less, not saying you won't get any, but it's going to be more of a southerly thing. 42 degrees, zero visibility there, zero visibility Ann Arbor, Adrian, Grosse Ile, and then again you see up in Pontiac where we have the warmest temperature right now in the middle and upper 40s in parts of Oakland County. The visibility is fine, but if you're out on heading out on 94 west, heading down 75 south through Wayne and into Monroe County, it gets a little tricky there. But notice temps are mild where we're not seeing that fog. Mount Clemens is the warm spot at 48 degrees. So we're in the 40s, fog with rain coming in. Most of it will be south of M59. That's being very safe. I think, again, most of it south of 696. And then tonight, rain chances continue through the evening, could slow down the evening drive a little bit, but after midnight, things begin to clear out because the battle will be won, and we'll tell you about that here coming up. But here's a look at the radar, and you can see, starting to see the showers filling in northern Indiana and northern Ohio, and they'll be coming right through the area here. And you can almost see the trajectory keeping with that south of 696 kind of path. Warm front versus cold front. That's the battle we're talking about. And the warm front is going to win out in the near term through the afternoon, getting close to our border with Ohio and just keeping the mild air around. But tonight, cold front sweeps through, and it's going to be a much different game tomorrow. Here's one model that shows a pretty widespread rain coverage. And because of how soupy and cloudy things are, possibility, but I really do believe this model, which keeps things mainly across our south and east side along I-94, 696 and south. And some of these showers could be on the heavier side for a little while. A big time addition to our melt. Make sure your storm drains are cleared out. Watch for ice damming in your gutters. All of those issues can kind of resurface here as we melt quickly. Tomorrow, though, 20s by mid-morning and then only into the low mid-30s, but it will be bright and sunny. And Rhonda, those numbers right where we should be. Look at Sunday. We're getting back to 40 and the models warm us up next week with rain chances early next week.
All right, Brandon, thank you. A Help Me Hank consumer alert, a troubling trend centering around gift cards from a well-known online retailer, Amazon, and how criminals use your trust in that company to get in your wallet. Tracy Sanders is a huge football fan. His love for the game is all over his home.
That's why I stick with DirecTV, because of the NFL package.
Just before the holidays, he got a phone call. The 877 number on the caller ID was one he knew, DirecTV.
They knew I was into my free movie preview, and they wanted to give me the free movie package for a full year of 12 months. They were going to reduce my cable bill, or DirecTV bill, by half for the next 12 months as well.
Tracy signed up for a special deal, but it was about to expire. So the promise of another cheaper price sounded pretty good.
And the only way to do it, they were doing a promotion with Amazon with their gift cards. And if I purchased an Amazon gift card, I had to pay 4 months in advance.
Buy an Amazon gift card for $320. Give that card number to DirecTV.
Well, I thought it was fishy.
Despite that feeling, he was eventually convinced it was legitimate. The callers knew details on his account, and he recognized the number on his caller ID as DirecTV's number. But that all ended when the mailman came and his typical bill was still due.
And that's when I called DirecTV, transferred from person to person to person, and they basically told me, yeah, you've been scammed, sorry for your luck.
So Tracy called his credit card company, which reversed the charge for that gift card, but that didn't go over well with Amazon.
So then Amazon turned around and canceled my Prime account and said any orders you placed will all be canceled and you would get nothing.
While he got his Prime account back, Tracy says Amazon still is challenging the decision to reverse the credit card charge. He could still wind up on the hook for that gift card payment he made, trying to get a good deal on satellite TV. He said one thing, it sounded fishy. You have to go with your gut instincts on these things. Don't let them convince you otherwise. Experts say that customers should be skeptical about any promotion from a company that requires you to purchase a gift card or pay with a gift card. Still to come, it was a father's dream to see his son compete in the Olympics, see the incredible journey he went on to make it all the way to the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. We're back in a moment. Okay, we have an unbelievable Olympic story for you. Think about this. A year and more than 10,000 miles later, a father and stepmother have finally arrived at the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in South Korea.
How'd they get there? Well, with their feet. They biked. They pedaled the entire way. The parents, both in their mid-50s, left nearly everything behind to accomplish their dream. They arrived in Pyeongchang Tuesday after crossing 20 countries.
They started in Switzerland and they biked the entire way. Their son will compete this Saturday in men's cycle freestyle skiing. So they got there with a few days to spare. The couple says afterwards they will go down the coast of South Korea before flying back home to Switzerland. What an adventure.
The hills are alive with the constant pedaling.
That's amazing. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for being with us.
Today.